Okay, so I am off to the muffler shop right now for those of you interested. Got my mufflers right here in the front seat. Heading to a place called Dan's Muffler Shop. They got the best reviews. They're kind of a small town. They're out in Durand, Michigan. It's kind of a small town muffler shop, service shop. You know, I don't mind going to the big service ones like Midas and Tuffy, but really, when you think about it, those guys don't really care. They just, I mean, I'm not saying that they all don't care. I'm sure that they've got great technicians and so on. Excuse me, but I prefer, if I can, you know, even if it costs me a couple extra bucks, I actually prefer to go to some of the local shops, because you've got, you know, local guys who really pour their soul into the work that they do. And that's not saying that they all do, but I've been looking at this Dan's Muffler Shop for about a week, looking at some of the reviews and so on, and calling about prices, and he's very reasonably priced. He gave me a rough estimate over the phone, which was cheaper, and I told him exactly how much the other places were giving me estimates, and he said it was about an hour and a half labor hours to do exactly what I wanted. And so that's what he was going to charge me for. That's approximate, of course. When they get the car up in the air, if they see anything else that might complicate things, they'll of course bring that up. That is so weird. There's like a layer of fog. I don't know if you guys could see that. There's a layer of fog over the lake. It looks really weird. Looks like something you'd see in a spooky haunted movie, but I don't know, you guys probably won't be able to see it from my angle. Wow, that is so weird. Very interesting. Ice on the water, yet all that fog. It's like a perfect condensed layer of fog. It's not just in an area. So strange. But anyways, so I really honestly do prefer to support the local shops, and the guy was really nice over the phone, and I looked the shop up. I looked it up on Street View. It's just a, you know, small town little shop, kind of in the middle of nowhere, really. I mean, yeah, it's at the center of town, but there's nothing else out that way. There's a bunch of houses. So anyway, that's where I'm headed right now, and hopefully he'll be able to stay as close to the rough quoted price that he gave me. But I am very eager to hear this thing with these mufflers installed. Can't tell you how excited I am to finally be able to upgrade the mufflers. From a performance standpoint, this is going to do absolutely nothing for my car. That's not what I care about. The thing that I'm looking at is the sound. How's it going to sound when it's done? Is there going to be too much drone? These are all things that I'll have to find out when I actually get the mufflers installed. So, can't wait. On my way right now. It's about a 25-minute drive with the speeds that I go, so shouldn't be there too long. Of course, it's morning rush hour traffic, which I totally forgot about. So probably that means more cops. Set the cruise at 80 and be along for the ride. But but there's another topic that I wanted to talk about while I'm driving, since I've got the time to drive. So I'm going to go ahead and cut in on that, and you guys will see my new exhaust here hopefully real soon. Alright, we are just finishing up. This is my first drive out, the new exhaust. Anxious to get a sound out of this. There is no doubt that it is much more aggressive. Ugh. This road sucks. So, of course, my wife called and interrupted my video that I was making. That's fine. So, initial impressions with the Thrush Welded. It is not overly droney when I'm driving around town. I have yet to floor it. I have yet to get it on the highway. So, but it's definitely more pronounced. There's no doubt about it. So I can't wait to get it out on the highway. I'm coming up on the highway shortly, but the drone isn't there at all. So my guess is it's not going to be too bad, which I'm fine with. But when he pulled the car up, I could hear it. When he started it, I could definitely hear it, much more than the stock exhaust. I'll show you some shots of the rear when I get home, but he pulled the tailpipes out and they look just awesome. So, reasonably priced. It was only $130 to do the whole job. You know, some of you might say, "Oh, that's too much," or "I paid this guy this," and you know, whatever. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh yeah, it's got that deep bassy tone that I don't know if the camera can pick up, that I really like, but not muffled. And it's also not overbearing. It's not too loud. It's just more pronounced, I guess. And I can this is what I like. This right here, it's just a perfect deep tone. I love it. Oh yeah, I love it. It's just got such a nice tone to it. I can't explain it. You guys probably would know. Is it a Flowmaster? Is it loud as a Flowmaster? Definitely not. There's no way. At least the 40 series or the Super 40s or 44s. But it's definitely louder than stock. There's no doubt about that. Plus, it's got a nice deep tone to it. So city driving, no doubt, is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really going to enjoy this. Plus, as time goes on, everybody knows that as your mufflers get used, they get louder. Now that is something that somebody had told me that I would have to be considering. The displacement on demand when it kicks in, which I can hear it much more pronounced now. It's just kind of like the motor is missing, like it's blah, 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 like fluttering. I can't explain it. It's not bad. I'm not annoyed by it. I just know that it's there. it's definitely an odd sound. It just sounds like I've got a couple spark plugs out. All right, we are heading to the highway. Finally, we'll be able to really hear this thing. I keep hearing it switch between DOD and non-DOD. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, man, you guys probably can't hear that on camera. It's just so... wow. I can't explain it. I just cannot, words cannot explain how different this is. How much more I'm in love with my car. There's no doubt that I can hear that flutter in the DOD when I am at cruise, which I didn't know that it ran at 80 miles per hour, but apparently it will. So that is a little bit on the annoying side, I can tell you that right now, at this speed. When I was driving through town, it wasn't even a factor, it wasn't an issue. But now it just sounds like half the motor's turned off, which it literally is, but... now it's on, or it's off. Now it's DOD. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I can definitely hear it. There's a big difference there. It's not, you know, I got all these mixed feelings right now thinking about this. See, now it's off. Now it's on. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It's probably more annoying for somebody in the back seat than it would be for me. Probably the camera's actually able to pick it up more than my ears can. See, now it's DOD's off, because obviously we're starting to come up a hill here. So as soon as we get over to the crest of this hill, it's not changing gears, it's just turning it on or off. So here, listen. Now it's on. So now I'm in 4-cylinder. Yeah, it's going to switch again here pretty soon. There it goes. On again. So yeah, that's definitely a pronounced, I'll probably get used to it. It's a little bit annoying, I would say, just because I have that initial feeling like there's something wrong with my car, and I'm surprised it's changing back and forth so much. I didn't realize with the stock exhaust that it did that. I really didn't. I never heard it. So cruising down the highway was no big deal. So I will probably get used to it, but I keep thinking that my transmission is shifting. I keep thinking that I'm losing a cylinder. So it's definitely something to get used to. It makes me want to disable the DOD. Now that you know when it's on, 24 miles a gallon, 24.7. You guys can probably see that. 22, 19. this being for a long trip getting kind of annoying, actually. I mean, I'm okay with it, but my wife is definitely going to have some issues. But it is my car. I don't tell her how to mod her car. I already got the dual zone climate control for her because she was always complaining that either I like it too hot or too cold. I honestly did not realize how often DOD comes on and off, switching back and forth. I really didn't realize that until driving it like this. It's constantly switching back and forth. I could see it if I was cruising and it's a straight and it's, you know, the hills and whatever, but just accelerating, it doesn't seem to want to make up its mind whether or not it wants DOD on or off. Active fuel management, AFM, DOD, whatever you want to call it. I call it DOD. I know they changed it to AFM. Yeah, see, I've got my foot on the accelerator, and it's on. Now it's off. Now it's on. It just seems like just fluctuates too much. I love this sound. You guys just have no idea what I'm talking about. The DOD is definitely starting to get on my nerves. I'm definitely gonna have to get that turned off. But other than that, when the car is not in DOD, it sounds great. Wow, sounds great. Love it. I love it. Listen to that sound. You guys hear that? You hear how amazing that sounds? Oh man, you guys just don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I'm sure none of you freaked out about your new exhaust. I tell you what, it just really wakes this thing up. Well guys, I am more than happy with the new exhaust. I was worried that it was going to be too loud. It's not. I was worried that it was going to be too quiet. It's not. I was worried that it was going to be annoyingly raspy or something like a coffee can. It's not. It's everything that I expect. I will definitely get some more videos of the exhaust. I want to do another couple 10-minute exhaust videos. I'll do some startups, things of that nature. It's all going to come in time. But I love it. I love it. You guys can't hear that sound. Maybe you can. I can't wait to get it on video or listen to the video, but man, it's such a deep, what I'm looking for sound. This is right what I wanted. That's what's amazing about it. Anything between about 1,000 and 2,000, especially right below 1,500, just sounds awesome. I'm really going to enjoy driving my car even more now. I know it sounds funny to some of you out there. Oh, wow. To me, this is awesome. Can't wait to be able to get the windows down and actually be able to hear it better.